Hello, I'm Dr. David. I just moved here from England. This class, History 3362, though it's technically entitled Tudor Stuart England, it examines the history of the British Isles from the ancient period until around the 17th century, with a particular focus on the early modern period. We cover a lot of different events, of course, in Britain's early history, going all the way back to the Neolithic period and thinking about the history of Stonehenge, things like the Norman invasion of the 11th century, and some of these places that people might know that exist in Britain still today. And then all the major events that occurred during the early modern period, whether the rise of the Tudor dynasty and Henry VIII get a divorce from one of his wives. So in 3364, we're going to cover many different events in modern British history. We'll begin the course by thinking about the Glorious Revolution and the restoration of the crown, and then into the period of the Enlightenment, when the arts and things like the scientific revolution first took hold in Britain. We're going to study World War I and World War II and the impact of the wars in Britain. We're going to look at many different locations of empire, including India and Southeast Asia and Africa, as well as the White Dominions, places like Australia and New Zealand and Canada, and how all of these colonies impacted the development of modern Britain and really changed Britain in many ways over time. So I'd hope that students would leave this course with an understanding, first, about how complex the British story is over the early modern and modern period. I teach all my British history courses by centering the empire and the histories of race, class, and gender in our discussions, as I think it's critical in understanding Britain's history and more broadly the history of the modern world. I'm Professor Baillargeon, and welcome to my class.